Hello, thanks for joining me today. This is Danny, and welcome back to the Deep Dark. Welcome back to my brand new fortress in the Deep Dark. Now, since the last time we met, I have done a little bit of work on the interior and also a little bit on the landscaping. You can see I just put up a couple trees here. This is just the start of what is going to be a deep, dark forest, which I'm pretty excited about. But that's not what we're going to work on today. We're going to take a peek inside to see what I've done on one of the floors. And then we are going to do a little bit of work on one of the other floors together. And today we are going to get started then on mob spawning. I'm setting up a kind of a silly, fun mob grinder. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been been looking forward to this build for a while. So this is the design that I'm going for, at least for this floor. I decided that this room is going to be my workshop room. So this is our first floor, just up one from the ground floor, and it looks pretty much exactly the same as the base floor. I've got kind of closets here, which I might use for some kind of like hidden stuff, but it also gives us access to the attic and even the insides of the walls. So we may be able to use this for for our wiring and stuff. And I've got the same thing on the other side, and then this is going to be the zombie spawning room. So here's the plan. I'm gonna spawn the mobs in here, zombies and everything else. They're gonna go through on a conveyor belt through here over to here, where there's going to be a grinder. So we'll be able to watch them come through. We'll have kind of a display. We'll have like a little display thing here with glass, so that we can watch them go as they float by here, and then they die. And then the same thing over here. Over here, actually, let's go through the front entrance. Let's go through the proper entrance. So this is our front entrance of the villager spawning area. So we're gonna have something similar here. I'm gonna have villager spawning in here, and I'm gonna have, just like we did upstairs, I'm going to have redstone under the floor, so that we can turn the conveyor belts off, so that we can come in here and find the villagers that we want to bring down to our little village downstairs. So we're gonna have a couple merchants down there. I'm gonna have like a couple little shops and some other maybe others that we don't save. They're gonna get carted off over here, and they're going down on their conveyor belt, and then they're gonna end up in the smeltery that we're gonna have here for emeralds. So yeah, not particularly practical, but kind of fun and sick and disgusting and all that. So I'm not normally into sick and disgusting builds, but I had so much fun when we built in the episode, whatever episode that was, when I built that village spawner up there and the villager grinder, the emerald farm. Basically, when I built that emerald farm up there, I had so much fun with that I decided I was gonna bring it up a notch and set it up down here and make it even more disgusting. So we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna tear down our existing spawning area, and bring all that stuff down here. So all this work is just gonna get torn down because we're gonna make it prettier. This is really hard. This is hard to do, but it's gotta be done. Some of those look like they're on. They are on. Oh crap! Because I got rid of the buttons. Let's just cut the power off. Well, sadly, it's all gone. Our little villager spawning area is gone, and the smeltery is gone. Yes, it's sad. But it's all in the name of progress. And here's our... Whoa! This is gone. I dug up all the cursed earth. Before I did, though, a creeper spawned and blew up on me. But fortunately, I had already gotten rid of all the machines and everything, so nothing got damaged. Whoa! I even took down all the conduits and everything. So now we're ready to head down here. Actually, why don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it all down here. So the smeltery is going to be set up in this corner. And let's just build it right into the floor. I think we'll have them kind of come along this wall here and then get pushed in this way. That sounds like fun. Oh, it's got to be too high though. Otherwise they'll be able to get out. And we don't want that, do we? Alright, check this out. We've got our dimensional transceiver and our essence tank underneath the villager spawning room, which is just above us. And of course this is actually going to be a part of a maintenance area. We're going to have a floor right about here, which will be the ceiling for this room down on the ground floor. And I've got the redstone alloy wire covering the entire floor where the conveyor belt is going to be. And I also have I have a switch up there which is turned on right now, a lever. I also have these cobblestone strips going down in between the wires so that they don't connect and form a loop, because if they form a loop then you won't be able to turn the redstone signal off. Now I do have a little problem here that this tesseract, or this dimensional transceiver, is covering that part of the floor. So I may have to move that, or we might just have one conveyor belt that's always running. So I started I made a few changes in here. I added this, you can see this conveyor belt is turned off because of the redstone signal, and now it's turned back on. So that there's going to be conveyor belts covering the entire floor. This might kind of be a problem here, but we'll see. I might have to put that like up on the... So our conveyor belts are going to carry the villagers over here, and then up here, and we'll be able to see them in the little display case here as they get pulled away. Now this is the closet room. It's not... Uh-oh, I have to be careful here because there's actually stuff in there. And they're going to be dropped into the smeltery. Whee! A couple changes. Actually, I've done a lot since my last check-in. I moved the modular storage. One of the modular storages down here. I actually have the other one up in my base, in my new base. I've actually pretty much disabled everything in the old base. There's really nothing left up there but power gen. And I brought all this stuff down here, pretty much everything that I thought I was going to need. And what's really great about these modular storage chests is that you can pick them up and they retain their inventory. So that's one of the one of the great things about the modular storage. You set it down and it still has its inventory, so you don't even need to use a dolly or anything. So, and I've got the other one up here, but there's nothing in there right now that we're using. So basically everything we have, or everything that we need, is down there. I also, and this took me some time, I decided that I didn't like the glass. That glass that I was using for the railings, and I tore it all down, and I've been experimenting with a couple different types. And I'm kind of leaning toward this one, but I'm still not sure. I mean, it looks almost like a metal railing, like a metal grid, and then I added microblocks on the top. And what's really cool about this is now my step assist that I'm getting from my armor, it doesn't make me step over this, so I actually stop here now, because that was kind of a pain before, because the step assist would just have me step right over it and then I'd fall over the edge, and which is fine because I've got the dark armor, but yeah, it's not so much fine when I'm trying to get stuff done. So yeah, so this is, I don't know. I haven't decided yet if I like this, but just doing a little bit of experimenting there. This, like I said, this thing is still a work in progress. I'm still experimenting, and I mean, this whole build was kind of an experiment for me because it's pretty different than what I usually do. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work with these RF Tools shields, which basically they're really cool blocks. And actually, instead of telling you about it, I'll just show you when I start building it. But basically, you can set the shield to allow. I mean, you can make it look like just about any block, and you can set it to allow certain entities to pass through it. I mean, you can basically change the properties on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a shield wall here, and I think I'm just going to make it invisible, or maybe I'll give it some kind of a hazy, cloudy look or something that I will be able to walk through, but the villagers won't be able to. So they won't come out here and fall down, but they'll be stuck in there until I pick them up and bring them out. Eventually, I'll be bringing some down here. This isn't just about death and emeralds. This is also about building a village, because we are building a village down here, or we will be building a village down there at some point. Flip the switch, and they all turn on. Including these, you just can't tell because the blocks aren't updating right away, but not visually anyway. And now they're all off, even though it looks like they're not. Alright, cool. So now we're going to build this shield wall. Alright, I've got myself some shield templates and a shield projector. So let's see how these guys work. So I'm going to put them... That's actually fine. We probably don't even have to cover the whole... Probably don't even have to go... We could really just go too high because we just don't want the villagers to be able to get through. And let's see. Oh crap. We can't put one there. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Let's put one here, and right here... Oh boy. Let's put a... piece of marble there, and we'll put our shield. Oh, you know what? We need that open because we need to run power to our shield projector. Okay, I can't get through that right now. Okay, so that thing should be getting power now. Yep. Whoa. What the? What? What? Did my wrench... My wrench just turned into a piece of marble. What the frick? There we go. There. So now we... This isn't what we want, but we're just playing around. So you have to right-click the shield projector with a wrench. And so now we have a brick wall that we can walk through. Nice. That is cool. Of course, we don't want a brick wall. We want... we want an invisible shield. Oh, it has shadows. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, so then if we right-click again with the wrench, we turn them back into shield blocks. And then we can make changes, and I'm actually going to make a couple changes here. Let's try this once. Whoops. That'll reduce the shadows. Maybe it won't be so bad this way. All we need is a single thing here so that they can't pass through. We have to connect it to this, so let's go like boom, boom. Right click with our wrench. Okay, so now I've got this again. Let's change it to, whoops, change it to invisible. Yeah, we still got a shadow over there, but it's not as bad. Alright, we got it. Holy crap, what's going on here? So it's working, and they're all stuck in there. So that's cool. I just need to get the redstone thing working, and I'm going to put some facades up here so that we can't see that. Uh-oh, some of them are already ending up there. That's weird. Yep, here they come. Alright, so maybe we need another way to kind of prevent them from ending up there when we have the switch turned off. But we should be able to send them all away. Nice. It's working perfectly. Haha, except for the fact that we can't turn our spawner off yet. But we'll get that. Nice. Whee! There they go. Cool. I mean, it's disgusting, but it's cool. Alright, now we're ready to get started on our zombie spawning. I'm here under the zombie spawning room, and I've got this redstone alloy wire, or red alloy wire, touching a conduit facade. See? And that's powering this, connected to this lever, which turns our conveyor belts on and off, just like on the villager side. And here's our spawner, our powered spawner, all set up. And conveyor belts, just like on the other side, and they're going to carry the zombies away. Over here, through the closet, again, just like the villagers, into this little, I guess, prison, this little death row prison cell where our grinder is. And all I really have left to do is to power stuff and set up this redstone. We will, let's make this green, zombie green. So our redstone signal is going to be green. And we're going to tell it to be active without signal. So that's already set up the way we want it. So that means that when we turn on a lever that's also on the green redstone network, we'll put some conduit facades up here, the spawner will stop working. And I'll have to make some conduit facades with this pattern. I did make a painting machine. I made these conduits, the conduit facades, which are, they cover up the Ender IO conduits, and they're basically made with these conduit binders, just like the conduits themselves. So if we hold our wrench, we can see through them. We can see all the conduits I've got hiding. And then up here, I just threw the painting machine up here. We just stick the conduit facade in the painting machine and then put any block in there. And in this case, I've got some, there we go. I don't know if that's exactly the right pattern or not, but it's going to paint these blocks so that they look exactly like whatever block we put in there. It's not quite the right pattern, but we'll leave that for now. It's close enough. We'll change it later, but you can kind of see it doesn't quite match. So, and I do have, oh, that's right, I have the shield blocks here as well. I have them set up invisible, so we can sit here and watch the zombies and stick our tongues out at them as they get carried away on the conveyor belts. There we go. Got that connected. So now, like I said, we're going to change this to color green, so then that lever will control the spawner. So when that switches on, the spawner will be off. Of course, right now the spawner has no power, but... Alright, we're ready to test. Are you ready? Let's see what happens. This thing is kind of slow. We should probably get some capacitors to upgrade it, but... Active without signal, so it's working. Hopefully those zombies will stay on that side of the shield. This thing does spawn in a 9x9 circumference, so 4 blocks in each direction, which actually includes the shield blocks, so hopefully they won't spawn there. It could theoretically spawn up there. Oh, what the heck? So that doesn't seem to be working. Okay. Somehow they're getting over here when they spawn. Okay, and they're crossing every once in a while. What the heck? Something. Hey! Hey, where are you guys going? They're getting away. Where'd that other guy go? There he is. What the heck? What the heck? There's the other one. Alright, let's turn the conveyor belt on. That should pretty much prevent that from happening. Hey, where'd you come from? Okay. And there. Hello. Alright. We've got a little collection of zombies. Now they can't actually hit me through these micro blocks. Why are they dying? Here they come. Death row inmates. Nice. That's cool. I like that. It's not very practical, but it's fun. I'll put that lever out here. And we don't have to come in here to turn on the grinder. Hey! What are you doing out? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Nice. Whee! Alright, so I had to add the hostile mobs would see it as a solid block, and then the players can pass. So since I did that, they haven't been passing through at all. They can still hit me if I go into it, but yeah, that's working. Yeah, what would happen is if I would cross, then they'd seem to cross after me, but that doesn't seem to be happening now. And they're not spawning on it either because it's a solid block. And just in case I put another one here as kind of a second layer, so they'd be stuck in that area. Because we've also got it right here too. I think it's working, but why don't we let them spawn for a while in there without the conveyor belts on and just see if anybody gets out. As soon as I'm done with this, I have a surprise for you. Upstairs. Something's a little bit different up there. Death row. I love this. Nice. It's a zombie prison. That's the end of that. Wow, we got a whole bunch of them already. Our village spawning seems to be accelerated. We might find out later why that is. Has something to do with the surprise. I'm going to show you later. If we don't like any other trades, we can just turn this on. And away they go. Look at that. I love that. Awesome. So fun. That thing's spawning like crazy. What? They're not stopping. Nice. He's trying to get to me. What do you got, dude? What do you got? Oh, come back. Oh my god. We're overflowing with emeralds. Whoop. Did not mean to do that. Okay, yeah, got lots of emeralds. We need to make this thing a little bigger. Put our emeralds on the bottom. A little bit of blood. Whoa! I got some on this side. What are you guys doing over here? Oh, you know what? We got to do the same thing over here that we did with the zombies. So it seems like if you don't specifically say that the other mobs can't pass, it's kind of unpredictable what they're going to do. So put that on the top and then put the players. I think that's going to act as an exception, so it should block everything except us. Nope. That's blocking us too. So I get... What the... Why are you dying? What? That was weird. Okay, so let's change the order of this. I think we need to be first. So players can pass, everything else is solid. Okay, cool. Now I can pass. We gotta stop spawning these guys. Holy crap. Let's make sure. Get back in there. Come on. Nope. Alright, now turn that on. And there they all go. And that was weird. He's walking on top of the shield blocks. So I guess they are solid. Right here inside the shield block. Okay. Here they come. Nice. I'm gonna move this stuff, and then I'm gonna show you my surprise. Now, if you are very observant, you've been following this series and you've been very observant, you may have noticed that something changed about halfway through this episode. I mentioned that I got rid of all those glass blocks, but something else more significant has changed as well. You might remember that I started out playing this with the Direwolf 20 mod pack. I have now switched over to the Infinity mod pack. Not only am I playing in the Infinity mod pack, but something else has changed completely different. A few subtle things you might notice is some inventory changes. Oh, and I wanted to show you, I have a shield set up over here. It's invisible so that the villagers can't get it through. And if any mobs happen to appear, they won't be able to get in. So only I'll be able to. See, there's the shield. I've got it at invisible, where our base used to be. What is this? So we've got ourselves a little teleporting room here that's going to take us somewhere special. It's crossover time. So if you've been watching some of my other videos, you might know that I have an FTP Infinity series that takes place in this house. In addition to my Deep Dark series, I have this FTP Infinity series, and I have combined these two worlds, and it was a lot of work, but I am planning on starting a new series pretty soon, and I needed to make some time, so I decided that I wanted to combine these two worlds so that we can use the resources from this world in our Deep Dark build. So the good news is we're going to continue with doing some of our stuff in the Deep Dark and adding onto that base, and we're going to be able to use all the resources that we already collected here, and all the stuff that we already did here we're not going to have to repeat in that world, and that's cool. That's the good news. The bad news is that this is actually going to be our last episode of the Deep Dark Survival series. It's going to be the last episode, however, it is not going to be the end, because like I said, we're going to continue working in here. Oops. If you're paying really close attention, you might have noticed that this is a completely different build. I actually rebuilt this entire base in my FTP Infinity world because I was just running into too many problems trying to move it over, and you know, I was having crashes, and it was just easier for me to rebuild the whole thing, and that is really kind of what took a lot of time. But now the worlds are combined. You know, of course, the bad news is some of our old hangouts are missing. Our base upstairs is not there anymore. That big pillar that was over on the side is gone. But we were planning on getting rid of that stuff anyway. So now I am planning on making time for a brand new series where I'm going to be playing on a Forgecraft server with a bunch of other players, and the people on the server are either people who are YouTubers like me, have with, you know, some small YouTube channels. Some of them are modders, and just people that are doing stuff in Minecraft. Ooh, darkness, ow, what? Why am I still? Okay, let's go over by the lava. That was weird. It wasn't that dark up there. Anyway, I'll just stand here by the lock. Alright, so I'm going to say goodbye in my Draconic pajamas, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you will continue to join me and follow me in the FTP Infinity series as we continue with this build. And if you enjoyed this, please leave a like. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.